Okay, so we welcome you to the second session of this Kartik workshop. First session was on Does God exist? And I hope you are everyone in this group is convinced that God exists. We saw many videos which demonstrate that God does exist. We saw it from a scientific perspective. We saw it from a logical perspective, or different perspectives we saw the other day. And there is no doubt, there is no confusion that God does not exist. Okay. So now today we are going to do a new topic, but before that, the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदन्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णा पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्त्यावतारं भक्त्याख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। जयतं शरतोपाङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पदं भुजौ राधा मदन मोहनो दिव्याद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादा श्रीमद्रत्नागरा सिंहासनास्थौ श्रीमद् राधा शीलगोविन्दा देवो क्रिस्तालिभिः सेवामनो स्मरामि। श्रीमद् रसारसारम्भी वांशी वटतटस्थिता कर्शन वेणुस्वाणिर्गोपी गोपीनाथाय श्रीस्तुनः तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानो सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Okay. So let us start. So today's topic of Dakshita has raised her hand. Yes, Dakshita, what happened?
Mataji, in the last, can I sing one sutra?
Yes, in the end, okay. So today's topic is Krishna's unfailing promise. Okay, so कृष्णा पूरे भगवत गीता में इतनी बार बोलते हैं कि आई विल डू दिस, आई डू दिस, आई एम लाइक दिस एंड आई विल प्रोटेक्ट यू, ये वो, so many times he gives so many promises. No, does he really keep his promise? And what are the conditions that we should also take into account that Krishna will really fulfill his promise? Okay, so these things we are going to study today. Okay,
Mataji, your voice is breaking.
if my voice is breaking, is my voice breaking? No, na? Okay.
Yes.
So maybe Ranveer, there's some issue at your end. You can just check your interview. Yeah. So this is what we are going to see. Krishna's unfailing promise. Yeah. So if you can see from this picture, yeah, see this Krishna is embracing his friend. Right? This friend could be anyone, could be even any one of us also. So Krishna actually loves us, but whether he really loves us, what does he say in Bhagavad Gita? What does he say in Bhagavatam? What does he say in different scriptures? All those things we are going to study now. Before we jump into this, again, one more announcement is that in the month of December, we are going to have a shloka contest. In the shloka contest, we will cover all the shlokas that were covered in all these 5 sessions. This will include shlokas from Bhagavad Gita as well as shlokas from Bhagavatam. Okay, so there will be total 30 shlokas. We will give you the list of 30 shlokas. along with the audios. It will be really very nice if you all can participate. Recently, last month, we had Purushottam Maska, the entire 15 chapters, shlokas, and many kids participated and everyone did fabulously well. So that shloka prize distribution is going to happen soon. Yeah, I mean, it was very good performance from everyone's part. Yeah, so maybe all the new kids also can, start learning now and start participating. Start learning from now only. Don't wait till December. Ki haan, December mein hai. Okay. So please start doing that. So now let's move ahead. Rohan, I'll come to you. Okay, beta. I'll come to you later. I'll come to you. Now I'm going to show you a nice video. Okay. So, acha. Okay, video is a little later. So let us recite this shloka. Okay, everyone can unmute and let us recite this shloka. Repeat after me. Do not repeat with me. Okay, please note. Repeat after me. On whatever I say, only that you repeat. Okay. आगे मत भागो. Otherwise, there will be total chaos. Repeat after me. अपि चेतसु दुराचारो.
अपि चेत्
दुराचारो
Very good. अपि चेतसु दुराचारो.
अपि
दुराचारो
भजते माम अनन्य भजते माम अनन्य साधुरेव स मंतव्यः साधुरेव स मंतव्यः यावास्तितोऽसि सः Very nice. Everyone recited very well. Now everyone go on mute. Everyone go on mute. Okay. So what is Krishna trying to say here? Even if some commits most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is considered saintly because he is properly situated in determination. Okay. So what Krishna is saying is, even if you commit some sinful actions, even if you do not follow the scriptures, even if you do not follow the instructions, still, if you are a devotee, still if you try to become a devotee of Krishna, you will still be considered saintly, and basically he is saying that you will still be considered saintly, and because you will be considered saintly, I will still protect you. That is what he is saying. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a nice video. Yeah. You will then you think through, see the video very carefully and then let me know your thoughts on the video. Okay. Let me share the video with you.
Mataji, this video is about.
No one speaks unless I tell you to speak or unless you raise your hand. Okay.
A man had two sons. The younger son told his father,
Father, I want my share of your estate now, before you die.
Saying I want my share of your property.
So his father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons.
The father agrees to divide his wealth. And the son takes the wealth and goes away now.
A few days later, this younger son packed all his belongings and moved to a distant land. And there he wasted all his money in wild living.
He wasted all his money, in traveling and drinking and spending over women.
Ma'am, this video is too boring, ma'am. But now, ma'am, I don't like this video.
Everyone, can you please do not talk when something is going on? My humble request, everyone gets disturbed, please. My humble request to you. Unless you are not able to hear it, then it is different. He spends all his money and now he's left with no money. And when he's left with no money, everyone abandons him. No one is his friend now. Now, because he's so much used to drinking, he then steals liquor. So everyone tells him as thief.
About the time his money ran out, a great famine swept over the land and he began to starve. He persuaded a local farmer to hire him, and the man sent him into his fields to feed the pigs. The young man became so hungry that even the pots he was feeding the pigs looked good to him, but no one gave him anything.
Everything is lost. All his money is lost. Nothing to eat. He plundered everything.
When he finally came to his senses, he said to himself, "At home, even the hired servants have food enough to spare, and here I am dying of hunger." He wasted everything his father gave him. While he had the job of feeding the pigs, the young man became so hungry that even the pods he was feeding the pigs looked good to him. But no one gave him anything. Finally, he came to his senses and said,
My father's workers have plenty to eat, and here I am starving to death. I will go to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against God in heaven and against you. I am no longer good enough to be called your son. Treat me like one of your workers.
Now he's regretting what mistake he did. And now he's going back home, regretting his mistake.
but when he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt sorry for him. He ran to his son.
So this is the heart of the father. In spite of he taking entire money, plundering all the money, still you see the heart of the father. His father
And
still
he
accepts
hugged
him.
and kissed him.
Hurry and bring the best clothes and put them on him.
Says put him the best
Give him
clothes.
a ring for his finger and sandals for his feet. Get the best calf and prepare it, so we can eat and celebrate. This son of mine was dead, but has now come back to life. He was lost and has now been found.
And they began to celebrate.
And they began to celebrate. Now, question to all of you. When I raising your hand, you to tell me, okay? What do you understand? How can we relate this to Krishna? Can we relate this to Krishna? How can we relate this to Krishna? Yes, Aishwarya.
Mataji, the father is Krishna and we are the child.
Okay, very good. Next question to Sanathan. So how how is the behavior of the son related to Krishna? I'm just going by sequence. I'll try to give chance to everyone.
Ma'am, actually, that how did the son react? Krishna was giving a lesson to that his son that when he started regretting, it means that he has realized his mistake that he had taken his father's all money. So Krishna was trying to say that boy that you should not always make yourself a greedy man.
Okay. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, yes, Shubhashri. Adya, I'll come to you. Adya, I know you all know the answer. Yes, Shubhashri.
Mataji, it is like you just told that told that shloka that is also related to this, as
Of course.
Krishna is the father and we are the children. How much sinful actions we do, then at last, if we also understand it's like we understand that we have made a mistake and we try to correct it. Also, Krishna will accept it. That we are trying to correct, so I should forget.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes,
Ma'am,
Aryan.
I want.
One second, I'll come to you, beta. Yes, Aryan.
Mataji, we do so many wrong things, bad things, we do so many sins, but still Krishna accepts us as his son.
Absolutely. इतना भी हम करते हैं, फिर भी Krishna accepts us. Yes, Rohan.
Ji, here what happens is, so there's Krishna. There's one son who's doing like mistakes. He did mistakes, but after that, he accepts his mistakes, and Krishna accepts him as his child or his kid. So he again gives him like the life, luxurious life, and let him live properly.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, Nityansh.
So, Mataji, in this, what we know is like if the father is like Krishna and the son is like all of us, when we come to this material world, we are spoiled. But even if there's one moment that we remember Krishna, like when the son remembered after he lost everything, that is a moment when Krishna remembers you. Krishna is always there with you. So it's you who has to remember him. So the same way when the son remembered his father, he went to his father. His father also gladly took him back.
Accepted him. Okay, very nice, very good. Yes, Shri Kesha. So many hands raised. How do I give chance to everyone?
Yes, Mataji. So, what happens is that Krishna is the father and we are the son. So, even if we do the biggest sin, even if we do the biggest mistake, Krishna will accept us. But if we are devoted, I mean, if we are devoted or we are trying to being devoted, then also Krishna will accept our mistakes.
Also, Krishna will accept our mistakes.
And
Ma'am,
also
karma is instant.
and
Yes.
also along with that, even if we spend one moment of remembering Krishna, even if we spend one moment of remembering what our mistakes are, or remember if we have faith in our Lord,
Yes, yes,
then
got it.
then
Then Krishna will accept us. Okay, perfect. Now let me show you the picture again. Okay, you remember what we saw in the end, right? His father accepts him, his father embraces him, and then his father gives him give him the best clothes, give him a ring to wear in his hand, finger, and then give him good chappals and all. So you see this picture? Yeah. So this person is all of us. Yeah. So Krishna is like waiting for us to understand that that he is our eternal father. And then we realize that, Krishna is our eternal father. When we realize that, we have a loving relationship with Krishna, then Krishna is like, embracing us and saying, what took you so long, my dear child? Yeah. So then Krishna says, okay, give him the best things. Yeah. He is my devotee. Give him the best of everything that is there. Yeah. So that is why the specifically picture is there, wherein Krishna welcomes us to the spiritual world. He says, my dear child, what took you so long to come back? Yeah. So very good, very nice answers. Those who have raised hands, you can please, I'll give a chance in the next. It's an interactive session, so I am really apologize that I am not able to give a chance to everyone to speak. But definitely in the next session, next discussion, I will give a chance to speak. Okay, let's move ahead. Yeah, after this, yeah. Yes. So similarly, you would know the story of Mrigari. Yeah, so Mrigari was a hunter. And the speciality of his hunting was that he used to half kill animals. मतलब आधा मार के छोड़ देता था. अभी एक बार एनिमल को पूरा भी मार दिया ना तो एनिमल मर जाएगा. लेकिन आधा मार के छोड़ोगे ना तो बहुत पेन होता है. So then this Mrigari was killing all these animals. He used to going in the forest and he used to kill animals, आधा मार के छोड़, half killed animals used to kill. One day, Narad Muni can go everywhere, material planets, spiritual planets, wherever Narad Muni wants to go, he will go. So one day Narad Muni happened to go to the forest when Mrugari was there. And then he saw, he saw one deer half killed. थोड़ा आगे जाके देखता है तो he sees a boar half killed. आगे देखता है कि एक rabbit half killed. So then he is very disturbed कि ये कौन है ऐसा इतना half जानवरों को आधा मार के छोड़ रहा है. I mean it is so evil on the part of this, inhuman on the part of someone who is just killing with bow and arrow. So then he, he leaves his normal path and he takes an off track, and then he finds out this hunter. This hunter is dark hunter, red eyes and, big mustache and, all hair scattered and all, and very rough looking man. And he has this bow and arrow, and then, this Narad Muni comes. Now this hunter realizes, oh, he is a saintly person. So when he realizes he is a saintly person, he welcomes Narad Muni. And then he says, welcome Narad Muni, what do you want? He doesn't know he's a Narad Muni, but he understands he's a saintly person. So which skin do you want? Do you want a deer skin? You want a tiger skin? Usko ye skin chahiye, wo skin chahiye. I'll just give you, I have many skins. You just let me know what skin you want. So then regarding say, Madam said, no, Baba, I don't want anything. I want to know why are you half killing these animals? अरे पूरा मारो या मत मारो, तुम उसको half kill क्यों कर रहे हो? तो कहता है क्या फर्क पड़ता है, मेरे पापा ने तो मेरे को ऐसे ही सिखाया, मैं ऐसे ही सिखाया तो मैं वही फॉलो करो जो मेरे पापा ने मेरे को सिखाया. हाँ लेकिन आपको पता है क्या ऐसे मार के क्या होगा? क्या होगा? मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब भी मैं उनको तड़पते देखता हूँ ना, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. सीरियसली आपको इतना अच्छा लगता है एनिमल्स को तड़पते देख के? इसका पता है कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या होगा? नारद मुनि कहते हैं, तो कहते हैं क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा, ये लोग थोड़ी देर के बाद मर जाएंगे और क्या होएगा. So he said, no, whatever pain they are bearing, the same pain you will also have to bear. Yeah, you will have to bear the same pain, what the pain they are bearing. How is that possible? So then he tells him, things from Bhagavatam, he tells him things from Bhagavad Gita, he tells him that, if you kill any animal, you will have to take birth again to be killed by that animal. So say you kill 10 animals, you will have to take birth 10 times to be killed by that animal. Baba, don't do this. This is a very, sin. This is a very big sin. Please don't do this. पुजारी को लगता है ये सेंटली पर्सन है, इतना अच्छा भगवान का डिवोटी है, तो पता नहीं सच्ची बोल रहा होगा. तो कहता है अभी तूने इतने सारे एनिमल्स मारे हैं, तो बाप रे, ये तो तू इतना पाप किया है, अभी बंद कर ये सब करना. तो कहता कि अभी तो, लेकिन अभी मैंने इतने सारे पाप किए, तो अभी मेरा पाप धुलेंगे कैसे? तो कहता है कि आई विल टेल यू द सीक्रेट फॉर्मूला हाउ दिस विल गो, बट यू जस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर, लिसन टू मी. Said, okay, I will listen to you. So he said, first thing that you broke is you broke your bow and arrow. Seriously, if I break my bow and arrow, तो मैं खाऊंगा क्या? मैं भूखा रह जाऊंगा. You don't, Narad Muni says, you don't worry about it, Baba. I will ensure that you get food. You first break your bow and arrow. That bow and arrow is not feeding you. Krishna is feeding you. Okay, so you just first break your bow and arrow. तो तोड़ देता है अपना bow. See, the devotee's words also carry so much weightage, and person also he listens to whatever instructions is being given to him. So bow and arrow break kar deta hai. Then he says, now next thing what you do is, you and your wife, whatever your wealth is, just distribute amongst everyone. And then on the top of the hill, make a nice cottage. Both of you stay there, have a nice tulsi plant, and then you chant the holy name of the Lord. तो कहते मैं बस चैंट करूंगा तो मेरे को खिलाएगा कौन? मेरे पास आएंगे कैसे पैसे? मैं मेरा पेट भूखा रह जाऊंगा मैं और मेरी बीबी. डोंट वरी, आई विल अरेंज. Yeah, God has arranged even for a small ant, and God had arranged food even for a big elephant. Krishna will arrange, you don't worry of that. I will take care of your food. So कहता ठीक है. Then he builds a nice cottage. His wife and he stays there. Now they have a nice tulsi plant outside, and now they are staying there. And now what happens is, then so everyone, the news spreads him. Regarding itna bada hunter, now he has become a saintly person. So everyone wants to go and see and give him something. Then people start coming. कभी पहले एक दो जन आते हैं, फिर 10-15 जन आते हैं, and everyone is bringing food. Everyone in different types of food. Everyone is bringing to this Murgari. Murgari बाबा इतना हमको नहीं चाहिए, बस 2 जनों का ही खाना रखो, इतना हमको नहीं चाहिए. So every day he's flooded with food, and every day now he's become a very nice devotee. Yeah. So once what happens is, Narad Muni is on his way, भ्रमण करते रहते हैं. And then Narad Muni is on his way there. So he remembers, अरे ये forest में मेरा एक भक्त है, let me go and meet him. So he goes and meets his disciple. शिष्य है, भक्त ने शिष्य. So he goes and meets him. And he is with पर्वत मुनि. पर्वत मुनि और उसके फ्रेंड थे और वो जा रहे थे. तो मैं कि रुको रुको, हमारे मेरे शिष्य को मिलके जाते हैं. तो ये जब भी आता है ये दिखता है, अरे नारद मुनि, अरे नारद मुनि. He comes running but he comes zigzag, ऐसे 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 करके आता है, एकदम ध्यान से चल के आता है. तो पर्वत मुनि कह रहे हैं नारद मुनि को कि ये ऐसे क्यों चल रहा है, इसको सीधा चलना आता नहीं है क्या? तो फिर नारद मुनि देखता है. तो नारद मुनि कहते हैं कि हम उसी से पूछते हैं वो क्यों ऐसे चल रहा है. तो फिर देन दे आस्क दिस मृगारी या सो कॉल्ड मृगारी नाउ, यहाँ से क्या हो गया, आप ऐसे क्यों चल रहे हो, इतने ये यहाँ पे ऐसा ऐसे आड़ा टेढ़ा क्यों चल रहे हो? तो देन ही टेल्स, आई डोंट नो, वो छोटी चींटियां होती है ना, चींटियां, अब उसके ऊपर पैर पड़ गया तो वो बेचारी मर जाएंगी. तो आई एम जस्ट प्रोटेक्टिंग दोज एंड्स व्हिच आर देयर ऑन द ग्राउंड. So once upon a time, this Mrigari, he was half killing animals, letting them suffer. The same Mrigari, because of the power of the devotee, because following the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, because following the instructions of the pure devotee Narad Muni, his heart completely transformed. Yeah. So Krishna also gives
Ma'am, I
intelligence.
have a doubt.
I'll come to you. I'll take your doubt. Yeah. So basically what happens is, by chanting holy name, by hearing the instructions, Krishna washes away all the sins. Yeah. So the shloka which we just saw, that even if you do so many things, bad things, if you become a devotee, if you get engaged into the devotional service, then Krishna will wash away all the sins. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि सुबह जपा करना है और शाम को बुरी चीजें करना है. That is wrong. Okay, Krishna is saying you give up all those things and engage into my devotional service. Yeah. Yes, Sanat, you have a question.
Ma'am, why his name was kept as Mrigari?
His name उसके parents ने रखा होगा मृगारी.
So not by the fault that he was killing half animals, so
अब वो
they
तो
kept
I
his.
don't know, but this person is always called मृगारी, तो उसके लिए रखा होगा. Otherwise his parents would have kept. I don't know.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so very important lesson for all of us to know is that,
Mataji.
yes, question?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, ask. Yes.
Mataji, like first he was killing all half kill animals, and then he was not even killing ants. We cannot also imagine that this was the previous Mrigari or the before Mrigari.
So actually, the heart completely gets transformed. Our heart is there's so much dirt on our heart, but when we chant the name of Krishna, when we study Bhagavad Gita, when we recite the shlokas, our heart gets transformed. What happens? Our heart gets transformed. Our heart gets softened. Now we know what is the real, everyone is children of God. So many things we understand. Krishna gives us intelligence to understand. Yeah. So that is the thing. And the pure devotee, if you have a direction from the pure devotee, you listen to the pure devotee, definitely it helps. You go on a fast track mode. Okay. Any questions on this? Okay, no questions on this. Now let us recite this shloka. Okay, this is again very important shloka. ये shloka बहुत बार recite होता है. What is the meaning of word Krishna? Krishna is Krishna. Adiraj, maybe I'll talk with you in the end. Okay, Adiraj. Okay, let us recite this shloka. Okay, everyone unmute and repeat only after me. Don't repeat with me. Okay, beta. So then we will be comfortable with the words. Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma.
क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा.
Very nice, very good. Abhi hold on. Shashvat Chantim Nigachati.
शाश्वतं निगच्छति.
Very nice, very nice. Try to say together. Try to say together. Adya, don't move. Adya, don't move. Shashvat Chantim Nigachati. Very nice. You all are doing very well. Just repeat after me, okay? ये दोनों लाइन जो है ना लास्ट वाले, ये एकदम फेमस लाइन है, सब जगह यूज होते हैं. कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि
कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि
कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि
कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि
प्रतिजानीहि
ना मे भक्ता प्रणश्यति
नामे भक्ता प्रणश्यति
प्रयश्यति
ना मे भक्ता प्रणश्यति
नामे भक्ता
भक्ता
प्रणश्यति
प्रणश्यति
So Krishna is telling Arjuna, oh Arjuna, oh Arjuna, go and boldly declare, जाओ बाहर जाके सबको बता दो कि my devotee never perish. Take care of my devotee. Okay? So Krishna किसको preference देंगे? Krishna will give preference to his devotee. He says, my devotee will never perish. He is not saying any Tom, Dick or Harry. He is not saying any general person. He is specifically talking about his devotee. And who becomes his devotee? The one who chants every day, one who studies Bhagavad Gita, one who studies Bhagavatam, one who attends classes, one who has devotee association. That person will become a devotee. And Krishna is promising, Krishna is giving a guarantee, okay, that my devotee never perishes. Yeah. So ये श्लोका तो सबको लर्न होना ही चाहिए. Yeah. Very, very important shloka, very commonly used. Yeah. Na me bhakta pranashyati. Okay. So now, so Krishna, actually this is a nice short story. Maybe you all would know it. This is Lakshagar's story of Pandavas. So क्या होता है कि you all know, right? Mahabharata. Many of you might be knowing, might not be knowing. I don't know. लेकिन महाभारत में क्या होता है? There are Pandavas and there are Kauravas. Pandavas has a rightful here. They are the rightful heir to the throne. लेकिन धृतराष्ट्र को अपने बेटे जो कौरवास है उनको थ्रोन देना है. So now when Pandavas and Kauravas, when they पूरा अपना ट्रेनिंग वेनिंग लेके आते हैं, गुरुकुल से ट्रेनिंग वेनिंग लेके आते हैं, तो now they are all staying together. Now since they are now well equipped, they have become big now and they can take the kingdom. Then what happens is that Badula, I'll just after this pastime I'll tell you. I'll take your question, okay? So what happens is that where was I? Yeah. So वो जब भी आते हैं तो then they will be ruling the kingdom. लेकिन धृतराष्ट्र को तो नहीं चाहिए कि ये लोग kingdom rule करे करके. So what happens is धृतराष्ट्र दुर्योधन को तो बहुत गुस्सा आता है. दुर्योधन is धृतराष्ट्र son. उसको तो बहुत गुस्सा आता है, बहुत गुस्सा आता है कि ये क्यों आ गए यहाँ पे, इनको तो मर जाना चाहिए, ये हमेशा मेरे रास्ते में बड़ा क्या कहते हैं बोझ है. They should just be, I don't know how to just get rid of them. He is like totally pissed off with them. और वो कुछ भी, he is not a righteous person. He will do anything to remove them out of his this thing. So what he does is he plays a game. So he says, अरे तुम लोग यहाँ पे क्यों रहते हो? He tells his father that what I will do is I will send them to Varnavrat. वारणाव्रत में एक बहुत शिव जी का बहुत बड़ा फेस्टिवल है. हम लोग उनको बोलेंगे आप जाओ थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लेके आओ, थोड़ा सा बहुत यहाँ पे कुछ आपका ब्रेक नहीं हुआ है, कुछ ब्रेक नहीं मिला आपको, आप जाओ मस्त वहां पे जरा एंजॉय करके आओ, कुछ दिन वहां पे रह के आओ. तो वो क्या करता है, दुर्योधन क्या करता है वहां पे एक उछल से he builds a big huge लाख का पैलेस. That palace is built with all the inflammable materials. जैसे लाख है, वैक्स है, ऑयल है, जिसको थोड़ा सा भी लगा दोगे, थोड़ी सी भी थिनकी लगेगी तो पूरा पैलेस जल जाएगा. ओके. तो सारे ऐसे मटेरियल से बनाया है कि जो फटक से जल जाएगा. So he secretly he builds such a big palace, yeah, big wonderful palace it builds for this Pandavas. And then he says, my dear Pandavas, why don't you go and take a break? See, there's such a nice palace there. Go and stay there for a while. आपको भी थोड़ा पीसफुल रहेगा और हमको भी थोड़ा पीस में रहने को मिलेगा. अब जाओ वहां पे. हाँ. So then he somehow tries to manage to send him there. Now Vidura, okay, so Vidura is there. Vidura knows, अच्छा ये इसने ऐसे किया है, इसका ऐसा छल कपट है. So Vidura what does? Vidura he allows them to go. But meanwhile, what Vidura does is Vidura builds a nice big tunnel. Yeah, he builds a nice big tunnel so that these people can escape. So they stay there for almost a year. And what happens is then after 1 year, Pandavas they say, okay, now it is 1 year, let us have a big party. Okay, और बहुत बड़ा feast करते हैं और सबको ड्रिंक्स पिलाते हैं, ये पिलाते हैं, वो पिलाते हैं. And there was this person who was going to burn the entire palace. That day only what Vidura does is somehow Vidura, he tells him this is the great day to go. We will just go from this tunnel. As soon as we leave from this tunnel, we will, put a light to this palace. वो लोग निकल जाते हैं and then the entire palace gets burned. Yeah, you see this picture? This entire palace gets burned. And everyone thinks that all the Pandavas have been killed. Now, question to all of you. Pandavas are devotees of Krishna. Everyone knows, right? Pandavas are devotees of Krishna. So Krishna should have come and helped him. Yeah. So Krishna says, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Yeah, Name Bhakta
He
Pranashyati.
came in
Krishna,
the form of Vidur.
yes, absolutely. So please raise your hand. Yeah, so Krishna came in form of Vidur. Yes, Chaitanya, you want to add something to this?
No, Mataji, that's what I was also saying, that instead of coming by himself, he sent one of his forms on the earth to help the Pandavas from getting out of the problem.
Absolutely. Very nice. Vaibhavi, you want to say something?
No, Mataji, I was saying the exact answer that.
Very nice. Medhansh Gupta. Okay, Aditya is raising his hand desperately. Yes, Aditya.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, actually, Lord Krishna sends with her, and as well as Duryodhana did not believe in Lord Krishna, so his plan was not worked, and that's why the Pandavas also escaped and was still alive because they have faith in Lord.
Okay, Pandavas had faith in Lord, and that is why, they got saved by Krishna through Vidura. Very nice. Yes, Sarthak.
It was Krishna's mercy that they went because they were believed in Lord, and that they did chanting of Krishna and other things. That's why Krishna saved them.
Yeah, Krishna saved them. Very nice. Yes, Vedula. Vedula, you wanted to say something. Vedula, you wanted to say, beta? Vedula Krishna?
When
Yes.
it's Krishna's brother, when it's fall down and then he will feed the pigs.
I did not understand, beta.
Ma'am, that Krishna was it was feeding the pigs, but it got fell down.
Okay, okay. ठीक है, चल. Okay, so yes, Dakshita, you want to say something?
Yes, but it's tell my story about
Okay, okay.
that.
No worries. Acha, acha. Okay, okay. Okay,
So
chalo.
just
So Krishna, whenever we are in problem, Krishna may not come in four-handed form. Shankar Chakra Gadadhara. और उसके सामने आ जाएंगे कृष्ण जी आ गए. Okay, so Krishna can come in any form. So now I'll show you a very nice video. Okay, कि ये तो सारे पांडवास के लिए आए हीरो, ये तो सारे पुरातन काल की चीजें हैं, लेकिन रियल लाइफ में क्या कृष्ण आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे? So I'm going to show you a nice video. Okay? Everyone can please go on mute. Everyone please go on mute. There are many who are not on mute. Because then you will be able to see. Someone is still not on mute. Sarthak, you are not on mute, beta. Yeah. Listen carefully.
This is a story about a drowning man. One day, a fellow was stuck on his rooftop in a flood. He was praying and praying to God for help and deliverance. The water level is increasing. Soon, a man in a rowboat came by and the fellow shouted to the man on the roof, "Hey there! Jump in, I can save you." The stranded fellow shouted back, "No, it's okay, I'm praying to God, and He is going to save me." So the rowboat went on. The man continued praying to God. Then a motorboat came by. The fellow in the motorboat shouted, "Jump in, I can save you." The stranded man looked at him and said, "No thanks. I'm praying to God, and he is going to save me. I have faith. So the motorboat went on. After some time, a helicopter came by, and the pilot shouted down, "Hey! Grab this rope, and I will lift you to safety, hurry!" Again, the stranded man replied, "No thanks. I'm praying to God. And I know He will save me from this. I have faith." So the helicopter reluctantly flew away, leaving him behind. Soon, the water rose above the rooftop, and sadly, the man drowned. He then went to heaven. He finally got his chance to discuss this whole situation with God, at which point he exclaimed, "God, I had faith in you, but you didn't save me, you let me drown. I don't understand why. Why did you not come to my rescue? I was patiently waiting for your help." The man cried. To this, God replied, "I heard your prayers, and I did send help. I sent you a rowboat, a motorboat, and a helicopter, but you rejected them all. What more did you expect?" The man was crying regretfully. This story is relevant with today's world.
You saw this story? Yeah, so it is not that
Yes.
Krishna himself come. शंख चक्र गदा पद्मा पूरा ही आपके सामने आप प्रे कर रहे हो और सामने खड़े हो जाएंगे कृष्णा, बोलो मेरे वत्स आपको क्या चाहिए, ऐसे नहीं आएंगे कृष्णा. Okay, Krishna will come through any form. I'll show you one more video. I think I have one more video. Just let me see what is there after this. This is also one more video. I think I have showed this one to the older kids, but it's a nice video. I mean, it is relevant to this topic. Yeah, see this. This is also a nice one. 1 second ना 1 second थोड़ा फट रहा है ये, मुझे थोड़ा इसको छोटा. One second ना.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sorry Mataji, I was going to tuition, that's why I am little bit late.
Okay, no worries. Yes. I hope you can read. There was this war and this young soldier.
Mataji, it has paused on a place.
So this soldier is left aside from the battalion.
Mataji,
Don't say anything. Here now.
Mataji,
No one says anything, please. Please don't
Mataji, the
disturb.
video is paused on a place.
What happened?
Mataji, when the words which come at the first, the video has stuck over there on
It's
the
okay.
back.
It's okay. I'm seeing it. You see, everyone gets disturbed. Okay. Hold on. I hope you understood the story, right? There was this soldier who got lost, and then there was this enemy troops who were chasing him. He enters into an old house, and then he's praying to the Lord, please save me, because he knows now he is going to be killed by those enemy soldiers. He's praying to the Lord, he's praying to the Lord, and Lord sends a spider to knit a web. And he's thinking, what, dear God, I am praying to you and you're sending a spider? What is this? And when the enemy soldiers enter into it, they see, अरे यहाँ पे तो वेब है, अगर ये घुसा होगा यहाँ इसके अंदर, तो ये तो वेब तोड़ के घुसा होगा, ये तो वेब तो बना हुआ है, मतलब ये इसके अंदर है ही नहीं. So then these enemy troops, they go away, and that is how this person gets saved. So Krishna can save us in any form. Yeah, he can send someone, or he can even this small spider. Yeah, so Krishna can come in any form, just that we need to have faith in him. And sometimes the things may not work as per our expectations. ऐसा नहीं है, Krishna is not our service provider, okay? ये ध्यान में रखो कि ऐसा नहीं कि कृष्णा मेरा ये लंबा लिस्ट है, इतना लंबा लिस्ट है, बस मैं आपको देता हूँ, आप मैं रोज चैंट करता हूँ, ये मेरा सारा कर दो. See, Krishna is not our servant. We are his servant. He is not our service provider. Understand that. And Krishna will give only which is right for us. जो हमारे लिए सही है वही कृष्णा हमको देंगे. Okay, so very important point for us to understand. Yeah, Deepak Sahu. Yes. This is very relevant story. It is always good to go back to the basics and now connect it. Yeah, to
It's
our
a real story, Mataji.
Sorry.
It is a real story.
Yeah, this could be a real story also. आपको पता है क्या? मुझे पता नहीं, अगर आपको पता है कि नहीं पता. There was one devotee of ours, okay, जो ये जो ताज में वो अटैक्स हुए ना, नवंबर 11 को जो ताज
Yes,
में
yes.
ताज यहाँ पे अटैक्स हुए, जहाँ पे जो शूटिंग हुआ, वहां पे हमारे
Really
डिवोटी
told the
था.
story.
होल्ड ऑन. वहां पे हमारे डिवोटी था, गिरगांव चौपाटी के डिवोटी थे. सो ही वाज वन ऑफ द पर्सन हु वाज द गार्ड देयर. कोई तो था, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर हिज डेजिग्नेशन. और वो शूटिंग में उसी हॉल में था जहां पे शूटिंग हो रहा था. ही कुड सी दैट बॉडीज लाइंग डाउन, और वो एक पिलर के पीछे खड़े थे, एंड ही वाज सिंगिंग नरसिम्हा प्रेयर्स. He hid behind the pillar. I'm getting goosebumps while I'm telling this to you. He was behind the pillars. He was reciting Narasimha prayers, and everyone in that hall got shot, and only he was saved. So Krishna comes and says, he वो pillar में, and he was that way. He was healthy. ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम thin था उसमें छुप जाए. पूरे हॉल में everyone got killed, and this person got saved. He was chanting Narasimha prayer. So all these things are real stories. We experience so many times. सीधा रास्ता क्रॉस करो, someone would just get hit and someone would die at that moment. Krishna, we don't know how many times Krishna saves us. सब तुम बच्चे लोग साइकिल पे जाते हो बाहर, रफ चलाते हो, कितना रफ चलाते हो. So many kids I see them, ऐसे जुप 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 नए साइकिल सीखते हैं और कैसे भी चलाते हैं. How do you think they come back home safely? Only because Krishna, Krishna protects them. Yeah, we go to school, we come back home safely. Yeah, so there's so many things. Every moment Krishna protects us. So it's very important for us to, know this. Okay, next shloka. Everyone unmute and repeat after me. Ananyas chintayantu maam.
Yes, Chintayantu Mam.
Very
ये
nice.
जन after
Did I say that? You just repeat after me, okay? Don't go ahead. Ananyas chintayantu maam.
Ananyas Chintayantu Mam.
Now everyone can unmute and please repeat after me. Ye janaha parupasate. Very nice. सब लोग एकदम एक्सपर्ट हो रहे हो. तेषम नित्य भीष्टानाम
तेषां
योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्.
योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्.
योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्.
योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्.
वेरी नाइस. आपको पता है LIC का ये लोगो है. आप वो LIC के लोगो के नीचे ये लिखा रहता है, योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. ओके, LIC पता है ना आपको? लाइफ इंडिया लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी.
लाइफ इंडिया कॉर्पोरेट
लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी जो है, सो उसके नीचे से लिखा रहता है योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. आप देखना भी, ओके? LIC का आपके सबके पास पॉलिसीज होगा, अपने पेरेंट्स
माता
का
जी, कोई
पॉलिसीज
स्लोगन
होगा।
होता है ये?
हाँ
माता जी, योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्, उनका स्लोगन होता है?
हाँ, देखो आप LIC का पॉलिसी होगा मम्मी का, मम्मी को पूछो, मेरे को दिखाओ योगक्षेमम महामहिम कहाँ लिखा
मुझे पता है, उधर नीचे ब्लू व्हाइट में लिखा रहता है, वो व्हाइट ब्लू
है।
बैकग्राउंड।
हाँ, योगक्षेमम महामहिम। तो मतलब कृष्णा कहते हैं कि दोज हु वर्शिप मी, उनके पास जो नहीं होता है मैं उनको वो दूंगा, और उनके पास जो है आई विल प्रिजर्व व्हाट दे हैव, and I will carry what they lack. Okay, so now let us hear this pastime. This pastime is about Dhruv Maharaj. So Dhruv
माता
Maharaj,
जी, आई चेक माता जी, LIC के लोगों के नीचे येलो में लिखा है योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्।
So this story is about Dhruv Maharaj. So Dhruv Maharaj, what happens is that this Dhruv Maharaj, when he was 5 years old boy. Okay, आप सब लोग बहुत बड़े बच्चे हो. When he was like 5 years old boy, when he was sitting on he wanted to sit on his father's lap. And when he wanted to sit on his father's lap, his mother came, his stepbrother was sitting on his father's lap, and he also wanted to sit on his father's lap. So his mother, his stepmother, when he saw that, this Dhruva, this boy, he also wants to sit on my husband's lap, she said, उसको ढकेल देती है वो. No, you cannot sit on his lap. If you have to sit on your father's lap, you have to take birth through my womb. And if you have to take birth through my womb, you will have to pray to the Supreme Lord, pray that, let me take birth through my womb, and then you will be able to sit on your father's lap. Till then, you will not be able to sit on your father's lap. So then he feels really bad. He starts crying. He's a 5-year-old child. उसको कोई ढकेल देता है. He feels really bad. He goes crying to his mother. ये देखो कि ऐसा हो गया, that he tells his mother crying कि ऐसा ऐसा हो गया करके. Then his mother says कि see what your stepmother is saying is true. That if you want to sit on this throne, or if you want to sit on father's lap, only the Supreme Lord can help you. Seriously, Supreme Lord can help you. So where is this Lord? Where does he stay? So she says she is like a simple woman in the house. So she says, see, I don't know much, but I have heard that the saintly people, they go to the forest and there they find the Supreme Lord. Seriously, then he said, okay, I am going to the forest. 5-year-old boy, he just walks out and he goes to the forest. Now he is very angry. 5-year-old boy एकदम गुस्से में जाता है कि मेरे को अभी मेरे से पंगा लेने का है. So he becomes very angry and then he is walking through the forest. Now while he is walking through the forest, he happens to meet Narad Muni. और नारद मुनि मिलते हैं. नारद मुनि कहते हैं, क्या हो गया बेटा, आप क्यों इतने गुस्से में हो? मुझे भगवान से मिलना है. So he said, भगवान से मिलना है, लेकिन भगवान ऐसे थोड़ी कैसे भी मिलेंगे? तो she tells him what all things that happened. अरे तुम छोटे बच्चे हो, घर में ऐसे कुछ कुछ होते रहता है. So don't worry, it's okay. Forget it, leave it, and you go back home. No, I will not go back home. If you are going to give this advice, I don't want to hear this advice from you. So then Narad Muni understand, Baba, isko to now she is very much interested in, meeting the Lord. So I have to do something. So he said, okay. Hold on. I will help you to meet the Lord. So he said, what do I have to do? So he said, okay, he initiates him. He tells him that, okay, I will give you a mantra. Yeah, you chant this mantra, and then if you chant this mantra very sincerely, very devotedly, only thinking about Krishna, then only you will be able to meet Krishna. Otherwise, you will not be able to meet Krishna. He says, okay, I will do that. So then what happens is that he then he does this tapasya for 6 months. Okay, so 6 months he does this tapasya, and then every so पहले month में वो he just eats fruits and berries. उसके बाद में तो हफ्ते में ही कुछ दिन फ्रूट्स और बेरीज खाते थे. Then he used to eat dry grass for a few days in the month. Then he used to drink only water. In 3rd month, I think he used to drink only water for few days in a month. So एकदम his focus was completely on Supreme Lord. और वो खाता भी इसके लिए था कि the body and the soul should stay together. He should not die. Only for that reason he used to eat. Otherwise, he was not eating at all. And his focus was only Krishna. Yeah. And then what happens? Let us see when what happens. Okay. Let me share the thing. He listens to the advice of Narad Muni. Very sincerely listens to the advice of Narad Muni.
Lord Narayana stood before Dhruva and called aloud.
My child Dhruva, I am very much pleased with your tapas. I give you whatever you pray for. Open your eyes and see me.
Oh great God, excuse me if I don't obey your orders immediately. During these 5 months, I heard such voices many times, and thinking that you have come, I opened my eyes, but I found that it was only a trick of my mind. My mother said that you are everywhere, within and without of all beings. If you have really come, please appear before my mind, so that I can be sure that you have really come.
The Lord smiled at Dhruva's words, and he appeared before his mind's eye. In his effulgent form, Dhruva hastily opened his eyes. In front of him was the Lord's form, same as that which appeared in his mind. Dhruva hurriedly prostrated to Sri Mahavishnu. He wanted to praise the Lord, but as he was only a small boy, he did not know what to speak. Knowing his predicament, Sri Mahavishnu touched him with his conch shell, and Dhruva suddenly found that words were flowing out of him.
Oh Madhava, Mukunda, Govinda, Narayana. Even the Creator with his 4 faces cannot describe your glory. Can I, a mere child, describe you?
Your father and all others will love you dearly hereafter. Go back to your kingdom. You will become a great king and rule over the kingdom for a long time. You will perpetuate your name on earth. After your life on the earth is over, you will become the Dhruva star that will shine brightly in the sky. All the great planets and even the 7 great rishis will whirl around you. The whole world will look up to you for guidance in the nights.
So saying, Lord Narayana blessed Dhruva and vanished.
So you know what actually happens is that इसमें जो बताया नहीं है वो मैं आपको बताती हूँ. When
story.
When Vishnu appears in front of Dhruva, what happens is
Mataji,
that
can I tell?
now his entire heart becomes purified, and now he says no. Initially what happens is कि वो नारद मुनि को कहते हैं कि मुझे इतना बड़ा प्लैनेट चाहिए जो मेरे पापा से भी नहीं, पूरे ब्रह्मा से भी बड़ा मुझे प्लैनेट चाहिए. That was his wish, and that is why he wants to meet the Lord. Now when after his 6 months, when he's completely focused on his chanting,
Mataji, can I tell?
No, hold on. So now he says that I don't want anything. Please don't give me anything. Can I please speak? If you can just raise your hand and speak. So please let me speak. So he says that, see, this breaks my thoughts. So what happens is he says, no, I don't want anything. I just want you. So he said, no, you had asked for such a big planet, big planet. I will give you this big planet. So then, because why does Krishna give him big planet? Because he knows now that he's not going to get attached to the big planet. So he says, okay, you give me this big planet, but also I pray to you that, I should not forget you any point in time. Yeah, so even if you give me this big planet, मैं ऐसा कभी भी मेरे ध्यान ये ना होए कि I become very proud and I become very I just want to enjoy this big planet. No, so please always give me remembrance that I will never forget you. Yeah, so then he awards him the planet. जब भी annihilation होता है, जब भी पूरा धरती पे सर्वनाश होता है, so entire all the planets in the material system, material world will get destroyed, but only Dhruva planet in the material world will never get destroyed because it is part of the Vaikuntha planets. It is part of the spiritual world. Okay, so very important point for all of us. So Krishna says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. I give, whatever you lack, I give, and I preserve whatever you have. So Dhruva wanted a big planet, Krishna awarded him big planet. Yeah. Only, but अगर कृष्णा को अगर लगता कि नहीं ये बच्चा बिगड़ जाता, है ना, तो ये अभी भी इसका हार्ट प्योर नहीं हुआ है. Krishna would not have awarded that to him. Okay, it's a very important point for all of us to know. Okay, let's move ahead. Yeah, somebody wanted to say something. Who was that? No, I don't remember who was that. Yeah, they were talking in between. I didn't realize. Okay, let's move ahead. Then this is again a very important shloka. How much time do we have? We have 10-15 minutes, right? Yeah. Sarva dharman paritrajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchaha. So Krishna is saying, give up all the varieties of religion. ये भी बहुत important shloka है. 18.66. Everyone should memorize this shloka. Just surrender to me, and I will deliver you from all the sins. He's saying, I take the responsibility. I give you the guarantee that you will be delivered from all the sins. So this is the story of Bali Maharaj. Yeah, so Bali Maharaj, so basically what had happened is, I'll tell you the story very in short, that all the demons had attacked Devatas, and Devatas were running helter-skelter to save themselves. Indra log bhi demons ne le liya tha, Bali Maharaj ne le liya tha, and all the Devatas were running helter-skelter. Then the Devatas went to Lord Vishnu that please save us, please help us in doing some, getting our throne back. Indra went there. So then Krishna said, okay, I'll come in this Vaman avatar. So small Batu, small Brahmana he came. He came, Bali Maharaj had organized for a big yajna. Yeah, and then he had called all the Brahmanas कि आपको जो चाहिए वो ले लो करके. And you can ask whatever you want in charity, I will give you in charity. So then, there were a big line of Brahmanas who had come. Yeah, and then this small little Batu was, walking straight. He was walking, and then he stood right in front of Bali Maharaj. And he was so nice, so effulgent. Yeah. So when he came in front of Bali Maharaj, he asked Bali Maharaj, asked him, what do you want? Whatever you want to tell me. You want elephants, you want horses, you want a big house, you want field, you want cows, whatever you want. You just ask me, I'll give it to you. So he said, no. मुझे ये सब नहीं चाहिए, इतना सब नहीं चाहिए. मुझे बस आप 3 steps of land दे दो. वो देखता है इतना छोटू सा बच्चा मांग रहा है 3 steps of land. ये 3 steps of land में सो भी नहीं पाएगा. तो कहते देखो बेटा, आप छोटे हो, आपको पता नहीं है क्या मांगना है, आप सोचो और फिर मुझे बताओ. तो he said, no बाबा, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, just give me 3 steps of land. तो then Bali Maharaj is Shukracharya, his guru, he understand ये कोई साधारण बच्चा है नहीं, ये विष्णु है. और ये 3 steps of land में बलि महाराज का पूरा जो भी सब कुछ है बलि महाराज के पास पूरा ले लेगा. ओके, तो बलि महाराज को कहता है, अरे बाबा देखो इसके ट्रैप में मत आओ, हाँ ये आपको फंसाएगा, बिल्कुल इसके ट्रैप में मत आओ. So then let's see what Bali Maharaj does. Okay, let me show you what Bali Maharaj does.
Maharaj was very pleased with Vamandev's humble disposition and decided to fulfill his wish. As soon as Shukracharya heard this, he came running to Bali Maharaj. Shukracharya warned Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was very pleased with Vamandeva and decided to fulfill his wish. As soon as Shukracharya heard this, he came running to Bali Maharaj. Shukracharya warned Bali Maharaj that Vamandev was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu and therefore he should not grant him his wish. Bali Maharaj was overwhelmed that the Supreme Personality of Godhead had come at his doorstep to ask charity. Hence, he decided to grant his wish. All of a sudden, Vamandev became gigantic. With his first step, he covered the entire Earth planet. In his next step, he covered the entire cosmic manifestation. For his last step, he asked Bali Maharaj where he could step, as he had covered the entire cosmic manifestation. Bali Maharaj then, with utmost humility, offered his own head as the third step. Vamandev was very pleased with Bali Maharaj's devotion. Bali Maharaj is one of the 12 Mahajans. Amongst the 9 processes of devotional service, he epitomizes Atma Nivedanam, that is, complete surrender. Vaman Deva ki Jai.
Sarvadharman Paritraja Mamekam Sharanam Raja. So surrender to me. Yeah, that is what Krishna says. Just surrender it to me. Yeah, and do not fear. Yeah, I will deliver you from all the sins. Bali Maharaj had done so many things. That what did Bali Maharaj do? He completely surrendered to Krishna. And when he completely surrendered to Krishna, he was delivered from all this, and he was awarded a big planet, in the material world. And then Krishna said, I will be the gatekeeper also of that planet. So, so when you completely surrender to Krishna, Krishna takes care of you. Okay. Last 10 minutes. Okay. Let us go. Yeah. ये कौन सा है? हाँ. So we will not read this shloka given limitations of time, but again I'll share this audio. Krishna says, but those who worship me, giving up all the activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engage in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. So Krishna says कि जो मुझे अच्छे से devotional service करेगा, I will, deliver them from the cycle of birth and death. So there is this nice pastime. I don't know whether you know this or not. There's this nice pastime of this old Brahmana. This old Brahmana, he did not have money. तो उसको हमेशा ऐसा इच्छा होता था कि मैं भगवान का बहुत अच्छे से मंदिर बांधूं, बहुत अच्छे से श्रृंगार करूं, बहुत अच्छे भगवान को कपड़े पहनाऊं और बहुत अच्छा अच्छा खाना भगवान को ले आऊं. तो एक दिन वो ऐसे किसी भागवतम क्लास में गया था, तो उसने सुना कि है ना कि भगवान को हम लोग एक्चुअल भी नहीं कर पाए, तो हम लोग मन से सब कुछ कर सकते हैं भगवान को. सो ही सेड, अच्छा मन में भी कर सकते हैं सब कुछ भगवान को. एवरी डे व्हाट ही यूज्ड टू डू दिस. Every day what he used to do is to go and sit under a tree, and every day he used to close his eyes, and then he used to imagine that he is now bringing water from all the 7 rivers, holy rivers. Then he is bathing the Lord with that water, and he is cleaning his body, and he's making him wear nice wonderful silk clothes with nice broad golden embroidery. Then he's offering, making him wear nice golden ornaments, nice jhumka, and big helmet, and he's making him wear nice big wonderful fragrant flowers garland. And then he's making nice palatable dishes, or kuch halwa, puri, gulab jam, rasgulla, paneer ki sabji, or whatever you name it. And then he's just offering it to the Lord. And then every day he used to do this. Now what happened is, one day he was doing his puja, और एक दिन क्या हो गया, उसने उसको ऐसे इमेजिन किया कि उसने उसको खीर ऑफर किया भगवान को. तो अभी उसको लगा कि अरे ये भगवान का खीर मैंने ऑफर तो किया, लेकिन ये ठंडा है ना, ऐसा नहीं कि भगवान का मुंह जल जाए. तो उसने क्या किया, वो खीर में हाथ डुबोया, और फिर उसको लगा कि अपना हाथ जल गया करके. एंड देन विष्णु इन वैकुंठा प्लैनेट स्टार्टेड लाफिंग. So then Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, was sitting next to him. So she said, what happened, my dear Lord? Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? So he told her what happened, that this little Brahmana, he was, he was offering like this to me, and then he put his finger and his finger got burned. So then he is saying, Chalo, I'm going now. Are my dear Lord, where are you going? He's saying, I am going to bring that my devotee, who is serving me so nicely. So God himself came there to take this Brahmana back to Vaikuntha planet. Yeah. So it is not that God wants things to be done very opulently. Yeah. God, even if you do it, just that your love and devotion is important. So Krishna is saying, yeah, here you saw, right, this shloka. When Krishna is saying, for them who is engaged in my devotional service, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Yeah, like this Brahmana, if you saw. Yeah, so Krishna is saying that I will deliver them from the cycle of birth and death. Don't worry. Yeah. Then this is the shloka from Bhagavatam. I will skip this for the want of time. We will check.
Mataji,
Yeah.
how much time is left to end?
Last 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Then we are done. Okay. So yes, let me chant this shloka. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 5, verse 41. Devarshi Bhutappa Nridam Pitranam Naking Karo Nayam Rinicha Rajan Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Sharanyam Gato Mukundam Parivrita Krityam. So Krishna is saying here, O king. So it's basically now this is an instruction given by okay, so let me not go there. So basically he's saying the king is giving advice to his children that one who has given up all the material activity duties and has taken full shelter at the lotus feet of Mukunda. Mukunda is Krishna, who offers shelter to all, is not indebted by. See, basically the thing is that we, because we take something from sun god, we are indebted to him. Because we take air from the Vayudev, we get indebted to him. So we get indebted to demigods. We take शिक्षा from our शिक्षा guru, दीक्षा guru. We become ऋणी, हम लोग उनके ऋणी बन जाते हैं. फिर हमारे रिलेटिव्स है, फ्रेंड्स है, जो हमको हेल्प करते हैं, हम उनके ऋणी बन जाते हैं. So Krishna is, so basically the message here is that, but if you are surrendering to Krishna, अभी ऋणी बन गए तो क्या हो गया, हमने उनसे फेवर लिया. हमें फेवर लिया मतलब उसको वापस भी करना पड़ेगा. वापस करना पड़ेगा मतलब वापस हमको ये we will have to stay here in this material world to वो ऋण चुकाने के लिए भी हमको वापस यहीं पे रहना पड़ेगा. So basically the message is that if we serve Krishna, then हमको वो ऋण चुकाने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. There is no need to serve such person separately. One who has surrendered to Lord's service. Okay. Then this is a very wonderful shloka. अभी इतने सारे श्लोका हम सब सुन रहे थे जो थे भगवान कह रहे हैं. Now this shloka, devotee is telling. In Nectar of Devotion book, devotee is saying this shloka. प्रतिज्ञा तव गोविंदा नामे भक्ता प्रणश्यति इति समृत्य समृत्य प्राणन संधारम्य अहम. So Krishna, so basically devotee is saying, oh Govinda, remembering again and again is your promise. You promise that your devotee will never perish and I maintain my life. Yeah. So basically this devotee is saying that I know that you will keep your promise. Yeah. So I'll show you a nice video of faith. Yeah, and then we will end our class. Everyone, please go on mute. Everyone, please go on mute. Because then otherwise you will not be able to hear. Yeah. Yeah. So you saw this? So in the last shloka, what the devotee says, oh Govinda, remembering again and again, मैं हमेशा याद रखूंगा कि that you will always, नाम है भक्ता प्रणश्यति, that you will always save your devotee. ये मैं याद रख के I will maintain my entire life. Because then there is nothing for me to fear, because you yourself are saying you're going to protect me. Yeah? So then I will live happily. Why do I have to, think so much? But just that we have to become a nice devotee of Krishna. Okay. So with this, we will end our session 2 of Kartik workshop. Next session is going to be very interesting session again. It's going to be, yes, Dakshit, I'll take your question. Yeah. Yes, it's going to be on something like all our ego, एंगर. बहुत गुस्सा आता है. पेरेंट्स से मैं बहुत सुनती हूँ, इसको बहुत गुस्सा आता है, ये बहुत एंजाइटी में रहता है, बहुत इम्पेशेंट है. What to do about all this? We want to see in the next session. So please stay tuned.